Fear-free English Club. Ooh, ooh.
Welcome to Fear-Free English Club, the podcast for English learners who understand a lot but freeze when it's time to speak. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Ben. And today, I froze in a job interview, like really froze.
Tell us.
Okay, so it was a video interview. You know the kind where you can see your own face in the corner.
Oh, yes, the tiny window of stress.
Exactly. And I was trying to look calm, and inside I was like, don't mess up, don't mess up. The interviewer smiled and said, so, tell me about yourself. And my brain went quiet. Not, I forget one word quiet, full blank, like someone unplugged me.
That's the worst feeling.
I started thinking crazy thoughts. Do they want my childhood? Do they want my hobbies? Do they want my whole CV in one sentence?
And then the pressure goes up.
Yes. And then I did the classic thing. I talked too fast and too long, and I still didn't answer. I said, hi, yes, hello, I am Ben, and I do many things, and I like teamwork, and also I am very good.
That's a real freeze response.
It gets worse. Later they asked, what are your weaknesses? And I thought, if I'm honest, I sound bad. If I'm fake, they will know. So I said the first thing that came into my head. My weakness is English.
Oh, Ben.
I know. And the job was not English teacher. It was just a normal office job.
But that moment is so common. Your English can be fine, but fear makes you freeze.
Yes, and interviews feel high stakes, like one mistake and it's over.
So today, we're going to make it feel safer. We'll practice the two big questions. Tell me about yourself, and what are your weaknesses?
With real Q&A, like a real interview.
And we'll teach you what to say when your brain stops working. First, let's normalize this. Freezing does not mean you're stupid. It does not mean your English is bad. It means your brain thinks this is important.
Like an alarm.
Exactly. Your body goes into alert mode. Heart faster, hands colder, mind slower.
Yes, my mind becomes slow, but my mouth becomes fast.
That's a perfect description. Here's a helpful thought. Interviews are not language exams.
It feels like one, though.
I know. I used to feel that too. I used to prepare one perfect answer, and if the question changed a little, I panicked.
Yes, if they ask the same question in a different way, I'm like, new question, new fear.
So today, we're not teaching one perfect answer. We're teaching a system and rescue language. And here's your confidence sentence for today. Communication beats perfection.
Communication beats perfection.
If you communicate clearly, you are doing well.
Even with small mistakes?
Even with small mistakes. Small mistakes are normal, right?
Right.
Okay, today's 3-line toolkit for job interviews. Line 1, time buyer. That's a great question. Let me think for a moment.
That gives me like 2 seconds to breathe.
Yes, and those 2 seconds can stop the panic. Line 2, rescue line. Let me rephrase that. Or what I meant to say is...
So I can correct myself, without shame.
Exactly. Line 3, natural reply to continue. What I'm looking for now is... Or I'm especially interested in this role because...
That sounds very interviewish, in a good way.
And quick micro CTA, if this episode helps you, follow the podcast so you don't miss the next one, and share it with one friend who has an interview soon.
Okay, let's practice.
I'll be the interviewer. You be you.
The nervous version of me?
Start there, then we improve. Tell me about yourself.
Yes. So I'm Ben, I live in Norway, and I like people, and I work in a job.
Great start because it shows the problem. In interviews, tell me about yourself means tell me about you as a worker.
What does as a worker mean?
Good question. It means your work story, your experience, your skills, your direction.
Not my life story.
Exactly. Use this simple structure: now, before, and next.
Now, before, next.
Now, what you do today. Before, one or two past points. Next, what you want.
Okay. Try again?
Tell me about yourself.
Sure. I'm currently working in customer service at a retail company. Before that, I studied business administration, and I also worked part-time in a call center. Now, I'm looking for a role where I can use my communication skills and grow in an international team.
That was strong.
I said grow again. Is that okay?
Yes, and grow is a useful interview word.
What does grow mean here?
Great. Grow means develop, improve, get better over time. Example, I want to grow in this role, meaning I want to learn more and take more responsibility.
Responsibility. That's a good word.
Yes, simple and professional.
But I worry about grammar. Like, I said, I'm working in customer service. Is that correct?
Yes, that's natural. And if you make a small mistake, you can use a rescue line.
Like what?
Let me rephrase that. Or, what I meant to say is,
Nice.
now let's slow that down. Say this key sentence slowly. I'm currently working in customer service. Now in chunks. I'm currently working in customer service. Stress currently, not I'm currently working
in customer service.
Good. That rhythm sounds calm and confident.
Calm is the goal.
Exactly. One more helpful add-on line, very simple. One thing I'm proud of is...
Proud of?
Proud of means you feel good about it. Example, one thing I'm proud of is improving customer satisfaction.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, let's connect it. Tell me about yourself.
Sure. I'm currently working in customer service at a retail company. One thing I'm proud of is that I helped reduce complaints by improving how we answer emails. Now I'm looking for a role where I can use my communication skills and grow in an international team.
Beautiful.
Wait, energy is okay in an interview?
Yes, if it's calm energy. You can also say focus or approach.
Approach. What does approach mean?
Approach means the way you do something. Example, my approach is to listen first, then solve the problem.
Oh, that's useful.
Great. Now the scary question. Mini dialogue 2. What are your weaknesses?
My weakness is I'm bad at everything.
No, Ben.
I know, sorry. Panic answer.
Totally normal. Here's the safe structure. Weakness plus action.
Weakness plus action.
Not I'm terrible. More like sometimes I, and then so I'm working on it by.
Okay.
Try again.
Sometimes I take too long to finish tasks because I want them to be very good.
Good. Now the action.
So, I'm learning to set time limits for myself and focus on what is most important.
Perfect. Can I say the perfectionist one? People say that a lot. Yes, but say it in a real way.
Okay. I can be a perfectionist, so I'm learning to set time limits and ask for feedback earlier.
That sounds real.
I like ask for feedback earlier. That sounds smart.
It does, and it shows teamwork.
But what if I make a mistake while saying it?
Then you use rescue language.
Like, what I meant to say is...
Exactly. Let me do an intentional mistake. I'm learning to set time limits in me.
Nice. Small mistake.
We don't say in me, we say for myself.
For myself. I'm learning to set time limits for myself.
Perfect correction, and you corrected it calmly.
Calm correction. I like that phrase.
Also, quick tip, don't choose a weakness that is a core job skill.
Like, if the job is detail work, don't say, I hate details.
Exactly. So choose something safe, like time management, or speaking too fast, or saying yes to everything.
Yes, and always add your action. Can you give one more example?
Sure. Sometimes I say yes too quickly because I want to help, so I'm learning to pause, check my tasks, and give a clear timeline.
Timeline. What does that mean?
A timeline is your time plan. Example, I can finish it by Friday. That's a clear timeline.
Nice. That's super helpful.
Great, now we're ready for our signature segment. Fear-free rescue line of the day.
The line you say when your mind goes blank.
Yes. Main rescue line for interviews is, "That's a great question. Let me think for a moment."
That feels polite and professional.
And it buys you time. Two alternates, also very natural. "Let me rephrase that. What I meant to say is..."
I love "let me rephrase that." It sounds confident.
Yes, it sounds like you're in control. Now we do a clear repeat after me moment. "That's a great question. Let me think for a moment."
That's a great question. Let me think for a moment.
Again. "That's a great question. Let me think for a moment."
That's a great question. Let me think for a moment.
Now for speed. "That's a great question. Let me think for a moment."
That's a great question. Let me think for a moment.
Good. One more. "Let me rephrase that."
Let me rephrase that.
And one more. "What I meant to say is..."
What I meant to say is...
Amazing. Remember, in interviews, thinking is allowed.
Thinking is allowed. I need that on a t-shirt.
And your English does not have to be perfect. It has to be clear, right?
Right.
Okay, Ben, now we do the full interview role play.
I'm nervous already.
Good, that means it's real. And remember, this is imperfect role play, not perfect English. Real English, with small mistakes and recovery.
That makes me feel safer.
Great. Round 1 first. In round 1, you freeze more. You correct more.
That will be easy. I freeze naturally.
Okay, let's go. Hi, Ben. Thanks for joining today. How are you?
Hi. Thank you. I'm good. I'm doing good. Sorry. I'm doing well.
Nice correction.
I always think about that. Good versus well.
Both are common. I'm good is very normal spoken English. I'm doing well is also fine.
Okay, great. My heart is like boom, boom.
Totally normal. So, tell me about yourself.
Okay, that's a great question. Let me think for a moment.
Beautiful time buyer.
So, I'm currently working in customer service. I worked there for 3 years. No, for 3 years. Before that, I studied business, and I also did, part-time in a call center. Now I want to grow, and I'm interested in this role because it's more international.
That is actually strong.
It felt messy.
Messy but clear. You used the structure now, before, next.
I did, I think.
You did. What interested you about this role?
Interested, yes, because I like teamwork.
Okay, let's improve that. In interviews, "I like teamwork" is okay, but it's a little general.
General?
General means not specific, not detailed.
Right. So I need a detail.
Exactly. Give one small example.
Okay, I like teamwork because, in my job, we have busy days and we need to help each other. And I'm good at staying calm.
Great, that sounds real.
But I said busy days. Is that okay?
Perfect. Very natural. What are your strengths?
My strengths are, I am good in communication.
Tiny correction. We say good at communication or good at communicating.
Good at communicating.
Yes.
Okay. I'm good at communicating with customers, especially when they are upset. I listen and I try to solve the problem fast. Quickly.
Nice recovery.
I feel like I keep correcting.
And that's okay. Real speakers correct themselves. Now the question. What are your weaknesses?
Oh no.
Use your rescue line.
That's a great question. Let me think for a moment.
Good.
Sometimes I focus too much on details and I can spend too long on small things. But I'm learning to set time limits for myself and, focus on the most important tasks first.
That was excellent.
Really?
Yes, you used the weakness plus action structure.
It still feels scary to say a weakness.
Here's a helpful mindset. They are not asking, are you perfect? They're asking, are you aware? And do you improve?
Aware means you notice?
Exactly. You understand yourself.
Okay, that helps.
Tell me about a challenge you faced at work.
A challenge. Okay. One challenge was we had too many emails and not enough people. Customers were angry, and I felt stressed.
Good. Now add your action and result.
Action and result. Okay. So I made a simple system, like a list, and I used templates for common questions, and then we answered faster, and complaints went down.
Great.
Wait, went down is okay?
Yes, went down means decreased.
Decreased is the more formal word.
Exactly. Okay, last question for round 1. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes. Thank you. What is the culture of the company?
Great question.
Culture, like how people work together, right?
Exactly.
And what does a typical day look like in this role?
Beautiful question. Very professional.
Okay, that round was stressful, but I survived.
And you did something important. You froze a little, but you kept going.
I kept going. That's the goal.
Exactly. Now, round 2.
Round 2, I'm better?
Yes, not perfect, better and calmer. Hi, Ben. Thanks for joining today. How are you?
Hi, Rachel. Thanks for having me. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Great. So tell me about yourself.
Sure. I'm currently working in customer service at a retail company. I've been in this role for 3 years, and before that I studied business administration and worked part-time in a call center. Now I'm looking for an opportunity to grow in a role where I can use my communication skills in an international team.
Strong and clear.
I felt calm because I knew the structure.
Exactly. Why do you want this job?
I'm especially interested in this role because it combines customer contact and problem solving. I enjoy helping people, but I also like working with systems, like improving processes. And I like the idea of working in a team where I can learn from others.
That sounds balanced.
Balanced?
Not too emotional, not too cold. Just clear.
Good.
What are your strengths?
I'd say my strengths are communication and staying calm under pressure. For example, when a customer is upset, I listen first, then I summarize the problem, and then I offer a solution. I also enjoy teamwork, especially on busy days when we support each other.
Excellent. You added an example.
Examples make it feel real.
Yes, and interviewers remember examples. What are your weaknesses?
That's a great question. Let me think for a moment. Sometimes I focus too much on details, and I can spend too long trying to make something perfect. So I'm learning to set time limits for myself and ask for feedback earlier to keep moving and stay efficient.
Perfect.
Efficient?
Efficient means doing things in a good way without wasting time.
Nice.
Tell me about a time you made a mistake.
A time I made a mistake. Okay. In my previous job, I once misunderstood a customer request and sent the wrong information. At first, I felt embarrassed, but I corrected it quickly. I apologized, I sent the correct info, and then I wrote a clearer note in our system so it wouldn't happen again.
That is a great answer.
Because I showed the fix?
Exactly. Mistake plus recovery.
Fear-free English club, but also fear-free work club.
Exactly. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, thank you. What would success look like in the first 3 months? And what are the most important skills for someone in this role?
Those are excellent questions.
I feel much better in round 2.
And that's the point. Practice creates calm.
Practice creates calm. I like that.
Quick cultural insight for interviews in English. In American and British interview culture, short answers can feel weak.
Like one-word answers?
Exactly. If you ask, why do you want this job, and you say, because it's good, it sounds empty.
Even if you mean it.
Yes. So here's the cultural trick. Give a small reason and one example.
Reason plus example.
Right. Also, silence can feel awkward in English interviews. So it's normal to use a time buyer line.
That's a great question. Let me think for a moment.
Exactly. That doesn't make you look weak. It makes you look thoughtful.
Thoughtful. I like that word.
Thoughtful means you think carefully.
Great.
Quick review time. We'll review 5 phrases, 1 rescue line, and 1 pronunciation tip.
And you repeat after us.
Phrase 1. That's a great question.
That's a great question.
Phrase 2. Let me think for a moment.
Let me think for a moment.
Phrase 3. Let me rephrase that.
Let me rephrase that.
Phrase 4. What I meant to say is.
What I meant to say is.
Phrase 5. I'm especially interested in this role because.
I'm especially interested in this role because.
Now your rescue line again, nice and calm. That's a great question. Let me think for a moment.
That's a great question. Let me think for a moment.
Pronunciation tip. The word especially. Many learners say it too slowly. Especially. Try this rhythm. Especially.
Especially.
Good. Again.
Especially.
Great. And remember, you don't need to sound perfect. You need to sound clear.
Clear beats perfect.
Exactly. Time for your fear-free challenge. This is how you build confidence fast. Here's your task. In the comments, write 1 sentence you are afraid to say in a job interview. For example, I don't have a lot of experience yet, but I learn fast. Or, I get nervous speaking English, but I communicate clearly.
And we will help you make it sound natural.
Yes. Optional super easy question, 1 line. What job are you applying for?
Just 1 word is fine. Nurse, engineer, teacher, anything.
And before you go, if this episode helped you, please follow or subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Like this episode and share it with someone who has an interview coming up.
And remember, your English doesn't need to be perfect to be professional.
Exactly. Practice 1 answer today. Speak out loud for 1 minute. You're building speed. You're building calm. You're doing an amazing job. Keep going.
And if you freeze, use your line.
That's a great question. Let me think for a moment.
See you next time.
See you next time on Fear Free English Club.